Hello, my name is Robert M. Ross and I'm a licensed professional counselor here in the state of Pennsylvania. I'd like to welcome you back to my channel, which is called The Common Sense Lifestyle. So today we're going to get into something a little bit different, but again, always have to have my little disclaimer here. Anything that I talk about in my videos is not considered to be mental health treatment. I'm not your therapist, I'm not your counselor. We're not sitting in an office together discussing your personal issues. I speak more in generalities in here. This will not apply to everyone and everyone's situation. So please understand that. If you are suffering from some mental difficulties, please do seek out a therapist in your local area. You can call your insurance company or look up services like Psychology Today and find a local therapist that would suit your needs. That being said, let's talk about today's topic. And it's kind of an interesting one, and I've been asked a couple of times about this here just in the last few weeks. And it's a complaint about how to escape the friend zone. So while we're going to try to figure out how to escape the friend zone, we first need to define what the friend zone is. So what happens is a guy is interested in a woman. He has some sort of romantic interest in her, and he expresses that to the woman. The woman is not interested in the guy in the same way the guy's interested in the girl, and she'll say something like, "Let's just be friends. I'm not into you that way." One person actually told me that they got the line, "I want a boyfriend just like you, but not you." So, in other words, a girl is putting you kind of in a place where, we're going to be friends and that's all the farther it's going to go. It's not going to go any farther than that. That's the line. Okay. So, you can't really choose if you're put into the friend zone. That's not your choice. There are no magic words, secret sayings, incantations. This isn't Harry Potter. You can't negotiate attraction. So if she's telling you, "Let's just be friends," it means probably she just wants to be friends. Now, if you guys refer back to my earlier video about, paying attention to what people do rather than what they say, if she says, "Let's just be friends and let's leave it at that," and she's going out and dating other guys, or she's not doing anything romantic with you, her actions are confirming her words. So please understand, you don't necessarily have a choice about that. But there's a problem. Guys, some guys, not all guys, some guys think that if they manage to somehow show her what a truly great guy he is, how nice he is, how good he is, she'll see the light and come around and be romantically attracted to him. It's kind of like once she sees that I'm different than all the other bad guys, she'll want to be with me. And he thinks he can overcome this initial lack of attraction by being quote unquote nice. Now, there's a problem with what I just described. It's a big one, too. What I'm talking about here is something called covert contracts. And what a covert contract is it's a deal you make with another human being. However, the other person isn't aware that there's a deal at all. So these guys, these quote unquote nice guys, they're doing all kinds of things for women, helping them with everything, running over to them at the drop of a hat to help them with anything that's going on in their lives. They let them cry on their shoulder when there's a breakup, all that other good stuff. But they're doing it for a reason. They're doing it because they think they can earn this woman's love by being nice to them. And of course, the woman has no idea this is going on. The woman thinks she's settled the situation by saying, "Let's just be friends." In her eyes, this is a done deal. This is settled. And they just continue to do as they see fit, as is their right. So these covert contracts are incredibly destructive. And when the covert contract isn't met, when the girl doesn't come around, when the girl doesn't see the light, the guys get angry. And he gets angry because he's been lied to in many respects. I tell people this all the time. Every sappy love song, most of the romantic comedies, advice from their relatives, moms, aunts, uncles, grandmothers, whatever, they tell them that if you're nice and kind and helpful, women are going to want you, and a good woman's going to come your way, and you guys are going to get married, and you're going to stay together forever. Those things are not entirely true. Being nice doesn't automatically qualify you as a quote unquote lover, husband, anything like that. Being nice should be its own reward. I'm not saying don't be nice, but don't be nice with an ulterior motive. And I think that's the chief thing there. Do women want people that are decent to them? Yeah, they do, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to fall in love with them either. There's no guarantees there. So a lot of these nice guys, they take what the culture teaches them and they craft a reality around that that simply isn't true. In fact, by being weak and supplicating, they do come off as weak and needy, and that makes them even less attractive. So their effort to make themselves more attractive and overcome a lack of attraction actually makes them less attractive. Our average friend zone dweller will get angry and thinks he's being taken advantage of sometimes. He will offer all kinds of help, assistance, moral support with no apparent expectation of anything in return. Note the emphasis on the word apparent, because remember, they have a covert contract going on there. The woman will think that this has been settled at the beginning because she laid it out. She did, she was clear. Let's just be friends. She thinks that he was just being nice. So she doesn't really see a problem. Oh, he's really nice. He's helping me. He's a nice guy. She is unaware that there's a contract there. Are there women that do know this and do take advantage of it? Yes, there are. We've probably all met them during our time. There are women that will exploit the nice guy for time, money, resources, whatever, and just kind of string him along that way. But that's certainly not everyone. So kind of laid it out there. And again, this is going to be more of a brief video. This is something you may want to look into further yourself as you look at the friend zone. So here's the thing. How do you escape the friend zone? And I'm going to tell you that it's dirt simple to escape the friend zone. It's a one-step process. Now, you can't control if you're put in the friend zone, but you completely control the length of your stay in the friend zone. You can walk away at any time. You can walk right out of the friend zone. Now, that means giving up that exploitive kind of relationship, that deceptive kind of relationship you have with this woman that you're in the friend zone, orbiting her, however you want to put it. But you have to admit that she doesn't want you. And you have to admit, game over. She said no. That means no. And when her actions match the no, you know it's no. It means not using these covert contracts where you have these unrealistic, unreasonable expectations of people that they don't even know about. They're not even aware of. And it means discarding some of the things that you've been taught and are not realistic. Now, mind you, I'm not saying don't be nice. I'm not saying be mean and callous and not help someone who's in genuine need. I'm not saying that. Actually, we should do more of that because it would probably make the world a better place. However, don't do it with an ulterior motive. And that's one of the problems with quote-unquote nice guys, is they're nice for a reason. It's not for the sake of being nice. They view it as a strategy to get what they want in life by being nice. It's not honest. It's kind of deceptive, actually, and kind of creepy a lot of times as well. But, it means walking out of the friend zones means you find new people and new situations to get yourself into. You're not sitting around waiting for somebody's phone call. You're not sitting around waiting for someone's text. It means that you respect your time, your resources, and your well-being. Self-respect is vital in this kind of a situation. You have to respect yourself enough to know to deal with the truth, to deal with the facts of the situation, and move away from it. It means not dropping everything and going to assist someone with the expectation that you will someday be rewarded with love. Again, avoid the ulterior motives kind of stuff. And the other thing that I kind of throw out there, because there are examples, probably few, but there are examples where the quote-unquote nice guy does get the girl in the end. What I try to tell these guys is this. If you get the girl in the end, doesn't it mean that you were kind of like the last choice? That you were plan B, C, D, E, F, G, plan Z? All the other guys didn't work out, so now she's going to settle for you. Is that kind of really what you want to be? Is that you? Do you want to be the backup plan? Do you want to be the escape parachute for someone? And you have to ask yourself that question. Be honest with yourself. If you walk out of the friend zone, you will learn to respect yourself more, and quite frankly, she's probably going to respect you more. And don't blame the woman if you choose to stay in the friend zone. It is not her fault. If she has made it perfectly crystal clear that she has no romantic interest in you and her actions completely are consistent with that, and you try to change that by being supplicating, weak, needy, just over providing, it's not her fault. It's yours. Sometimes to change, you have to take a real good hard look back at yourself. Stand in your mirror and be honest with yourself. If you do that, you're going to do a lot better. Now, this was a video, and again, this is going to be a little shorter than some of the other videos. Please understand that, there's a lot of complex issues, lots of issues about self-concept, lots of issues about, how were you raised. There's all kinds of things to go into with this. And I will address some of these things in future videos, but I did want to address that question that I've been asked a few times here lately about the friend zone. As I wrap up here, if anyone out there watching this video, you have a family member who's feeling suicidal, please, please, please call the suicide prevention hotline that I'm going to put down in the description. There's no reason to end your life. Most of the time, unfortunately, when people do end their lives, it's a long-term solution to a short-term problem. Things usually always get better if you work on them. So don't take that step. Call that number, save your life, or save the life of a loved one. Otherwise, guys, have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Be the best version of you that you can be, and we'll catch you next with another video. Thanks.